Testing, 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 testing. There we go. Hello, good morning. Chat is not working today. Let me just remove that. Let me get rid of it. Let me put up. All right. We're back with our old chat for today. I have broken my bot. I have broken my bot. Anyways, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Congrats on getting first coding. Hello, hello. Yeah, I just want to put it out there right now that today is going to be a shorter stream because I have some work to do today. I want to get some things done. How are you guys doing? I don't know why my Sundays are always so busy. It's probably because I've decided to make Sundays my chores day as well, on top of like setting up streams for the rest of the week. So I just cram everything onto a Sunday. Just say you hate us. I never said that. Hey, I never said that. You're just assuming things. Actually, which day? I gotta rethink this just a little bit. I have to rethink this just because um I shouldn't be cramming everything on a Sunday. I really shouldn't. In fact, because of my current my daily life schedule, I should be spreading them out into different days. So maybe that's what I should do. So rather than Sunday being my chores day, maybe I should make it a different day. Maybe I should make it like Wednesday? Hachibari me has to work. You're working on a Sunday? What the? I guess that's what it is when you're working in a different type of job. My cat's asking for attention. He's been so clingy all morning. Why? What are you doing? What do you want? So he's learned how to play like ball in a way where it's not like, fetch. But I throw the ball to him, then he pushes it back to me. Then I throw it to him and he pushes it back to me. Kind of like, when you're going to a park and you're like throwing a tennis ball back and forth or a baseball back and forth. That is fetch. No, fetch is more like you're throwing it away and the cat is like running or the dog is running to the ball. But no, I'm throwing the ball at him. So like it lands like somewhere in front of him and then he just pushes it back. It's like playing, that's what it's called. It's like playing catch. I don't know why I forgot what the term was. It's literally catch. It is catch. And then the other thing too is that I found how stupid he was because there was this one time where I threw it so that it landed a bit further away and it was like behind these bars and he could literally just walk around to get to the ball and bring it back to me. But no, he's like trying to dig his little arm, his little spaghetti noodle arm through the cracks trying to grab the ball. But the thing is the ball's not even like big enough to fit through the crack. So I'm like, why don't you I don't know. I don't know what animals are thinking half the time. I feel like if it was like I can't do comparisons. I really can't. I was gonna say that if it was like my dog, then my dog would have been a lot smarter. But the thing is, my dog is a collie, and I shouldn't be comparing animals anyway because the brain works differently. Like how birds are actually really smart in certain aspects. Hospitals do not care if you work weekends. Tell them they should care. I'm gonna storm up to a hospital right now and be like, you guys shouldn't be working on weekend. I'm kidding. No, you guys need to be staffed on weekends. It makes sense. 90% of the time, their brain is playing static. Luffy, what are you thinking about? He's just staring at me like, duh. Anyways, that's just how he is. It's fine. I should be used to it by now because it's been 3 years. His birthday is in August, I think. Yeah, his birthday's in August. Sanbei's birthday is in April. Luffy, yeah, Luffy. Yeah, static, that's what I'm saying, right? um, why am I getting more clones? I will make more clones when I feel like getting more clones. Do we have music on here? We don't. I think I may have turned it off just because of the karaoke stream last time. There we go. All right, we're back. We're so back. Hello, Shady Tricks. Welcome in. I have nothing planned for this stream. Honestly, I'm just sitting here talking to you guys again. Got ice cream tub for dinner. Thanks to your timeout, had free time. Okay, okay, for context, guys, I was in Known Liar's stream earlier today. When I just woke up, I was like, I need something to watch. So I was in Known Liar's stream, and then at this one moment, Mookie subscribed to Liar's stream, and I thought it'd be super funny if I just timed him out. Because Liar has a timeout redeem, so I did that. And then Moogie got freaking dogpiled by the entire chat. And then, yeah, it was just like constant timing out. So I apologize. I have to apologize. I started it. She has to raise the redemption points, the number of points there. Hello, Zachary, welcome in. And Gooby Gerber, hello, welcome in. Today's gonna be a short stream, by the way. I just want to let you guys know. Your Sunday just started, you still got a lot of Sunday remaining. Yup, I do. I need to make today worthwhile. There's a few things I want to work on today. And you guys already know what my answers are going to be, but there's a new one in there. No, there's two new ones in there. I am working on some new covers. I am also working on a new challenge this coming month. Sorry, it's not even, oh my god, happy first day of March. And because of that, because it's March, I am going to try to participate in singing March. So there's going to be super short covers released every single day. Depending on what the prompt is, there will be different songs. I'll try to add that on top of my daily art as well. So like that's something that I want to try. I don't know if I will stick to it for every single day, just because it's very like I'm already doing art every day, and then I have to do commissions, and I'm streaming every day on top of that. So it's a lot, but I will try. I will try. Is it Cat Day? March 1st? I thought Cat Day was in August, like August 22nd or something, or February 22nd. It's Cat Day every day. Everything every day? It's everything every day? Well, it's Cat Day every day for me because I own cats. I have cats living with me. Don't forget to rest. I don't know what that is. I haven't been resting ever since. It's been a very long time since I've rested. I probably do need to rest. I do want to take some time out for myself to play games and to watch anime because I haven't done that in months. I watched like one episode of Free Ren. Like, or I don't remember when it was. 2 weeks ago? A week ago or something? It was probably a week ago. And I was like, wow, I'm gonna keep going. But because I took out this half an hour to watch Free Ren, now I should go back to doing work. And I completely forgot that I need to finish it. Season 2. I finished Season 1. Season 1 was so good. It was so good. One of my friends have told me that Free Ren is one of their favorite manga, so they were super excited for it to come out as an anime. And when it did come out as an anime, I wasn't disappointed. It was really good. I enjoyed it a lot. Season 2 was amazing too. Whoa, it's Roel. Is that how I pronounce your name? Welcome in. I did mention I was doing covers, so by the way, go follow Roel. I'm gonna give you a quick shout out. Can I do that? Shout out. So we are working on a cover together, and that will be a surprise. I will not tell you what the song is yet. You guys are just gonna have to find out. No, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. My shout out command is broken. Anyways. Does that work? Nope, this isn't working. My chat's broken. I broke the bot earlier today because I was trying to set up some commands for stream because, you know, Danish has been yelling at me and throwing things at me for thank you very much, Clock. Danish has been throwing things at me to get it set up because that is Danish's job here. Yes, my mic isn't scuffed today. It was really scuffed yesterday because we had the karaoke stream and then it was Blaze Blue right after, but then because it was a karaoke stream, I usually turn down my mic gain because when I sing, I get really loud and when I talk, it's not as loud. So I'm like, it's fine because I won't be talking much on the karaoke stream anyway, so I just kept it low and I forgot to turn it back up. But none of you guys, nobody said anything yesterday. I was surprised because I could barely hear myself when I was listening to my stream afterwards. Blaze Blue is also has a lot of clank clank, clank clank, ching ching, a lot of like weird sound effects, a lot of fighting sound effects. You were too focused on. I was too focused on fights. Clank clank. A lot of fighting game noises. You've got a volume knob though. I mean, you can't balance it all on your own, can you? You can't. You can't be like, let me just turn down the game audio and let me just turn up Ark. Yeah, let me just do that. Because it's all in the same style for you guys. What are we talking? Hello, Potato. Welcome in. We're talking about audio. We're talking about audio balance. Don't fist the robot girl. We're not gonna be fisting any robot girls. What? As long as the game audio is less than yours, you can adjust rest. Really? Audio balance for yesterday's stream. I was playing Blaze Blue. I was learning Taokaka. I was really locked in. And so I realized afterwards that, you know, the game audio was overtaking my own voice. It should be better today, I believe. Right? Yes? Yes. Did you get your ass kicked by chatters? No, because I didn't want to get subjected to that. Because I knew that I was going to get my ass kicked by chatters, which is why I was like, I'm not playing against anybody. Why would I? I barely know the game right now. It's kind of like you being a rock, going out there in the wild and letting yourself get kicked around. If I was a masochist, maybe perhaps, but I am not. I like it when I win games. Why do you guys think I quit League of Legends? I get rage baited so easily, guys. You guys know this already. The amount of times, okay, not the amount of times, that probably only happened one time when I was playing Hollow Knight and then I had to end stream because I got so mad. We love League. I love League of Legends. I love it. My favorite game ever. League is just teammates. Sometimes. The purpose of a rock is not to get kicked around. No, it is not. What? Okay, hold on. What is the purpose of a rock? Now that you got me questioning it, what is the purpose of a rock? It's just to sit there and look pretty, isn't it? Depending on the rock. Like a very round pebble is to be thrown into the sea to get skipped. A rock with quartz inside, like a quartz rock, is to be displayed on a shelf. I guess it really depends. What about a regular rock? A regular rock is just, I don't know, what is the purpose of rock? A pet? Can be a pet, as you're right, a pet rock. Rocks can provide shelter depending on their sizes. True, shelter for a lot of bugs. I have trauma for that. One time I was in Thailand, okay? I was in Thailand for a school trip. And We were in the rivers because it was supposed to be like a science lesson. And we're looking at, what is it? We're looking at wildlife and nature. And I remember one of my teachers was telling me to pick up a rock from like the bottom of the river. And I did. And there were so many creepy crawlies under that one rock. Like, I'm not even kidding. It was so nasty. It was gross. And then what's the other thing? Like, I saw there was like a tadpole that was really big. I guess it didn't turn into a frog, but it was like semi-translucent as well. And you could see its organs inside. Like, you could see its heart beating, and that freaked me out as well. And then the entire day I was just paranoid about like bugs landing on me, bugs being on me, bugs everywhere. I couldn't get a good night's rest either because we were sleeping in they weren't like real beds, right? They were like blankets on the floor, but the floor was covered in insects as well. And we also had mosquitoes everywhere. So I was dying the entire trip. What kind of rich school? It was, no, I lived in Asia at the time. So like, it wasn't a very far trip. It was maybe like $100 for the plane ticket. And then, we didn't stay at a hotel. It was like a camping trip. So it was like we camped out there in the wilderness. So it was not a rich experience. In fact, it was an experience of tortures and nightmares. Mosquitoes, I hate them. Me too. I hate them as well. Like, why do they exist only to bite us? My sister had an even more terrible time when she went on her trip. Because what happened with her was that they were so hungry that they didn't care what they were eating. It was, the thing with Thailand is that it's, I mean, the time she went was like during the summer, during typhoon season. So it was like rain upon rain upon rain everywhere. It was just constant rain. And I'm sure they were experiencing some floods as well, but she was up there in the mountains and they were trying to make spaghetti. Yeah, like rain and camping. So they had to set up these like food tents and stuff in the mountains, and then they had to like make their own fire and they had to cook spaghetti. But the problem was is that all of the mosquitoes started huddling around the shelter as well because it was raining, and so they kept going into the spaghetti. But because everyone was so hungry, they ended up just eating mosquito spaghetti. She was telling me the experience. I was like, I'm so glad I didn't have to encounter that. Because when I was on my trip, I guess I got pretty lucky. It wasn't raining. Music calls. Goodbye. Goodbye, Roel. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for hanging out for a short while. Cost efficiency, free protein. Yes, free iron, extra protein, and whatever malaria is inside the mosquitoes as well. Their mouth tube thing is strong, precise enough to 3D print small, intricate objects that we're basically harvesting in them. Ew. I don't want to think about that. Can't we apply that to a lot of other bugs as well? Like butterflies, for instance? Because butterflies have an even precise, pointy mouth thing. You like it more on mosquitoes, but why? Because butterflies are in fact not evil. Butterflies are there to pollinate flowers, right? And they look pretty. They're kind of freaks too. I know they pee everywhere. And I know they're meant, like, they just evolve into butterflies for breeding, and that's it. They just die. They drink blood and pee. No, well, they drink blood and pee only because they need the hydration. And they don't specifically go for blood and pee. See, if there was a puddle of honey water, or if there is just a puddle of regular water, they would probably go for the water rather than the blood and the pee. So no, they're not purposefully blood drinking beasts and pee drinking monsters. They like salt. You think it's a salt content? That is weird. Wait, it's just salt. It's salt and it's not water. It's not the H2O. Okay, that changes things just a little bit. So they are pee drinking monsters. Do they get the salt from the blood as well? Or do they want it for something else? MT, hello, welcome in. Hello. Happy Sunday. Male mosquitoes are actually avid pollinators. Okay, can we just kill off all the female mosquitoes and keep the male mosquitoes then? Because it's the female mosquitoes that are sucking blood. Since they need the iron and whatever it is in our bloods for making eggs, right? Let's just do that. Can we have, what is it called when you self-produce? Mitosis? That's not it. We should just make the male mosquitoes get pregnant by themselves without drinking blood. That's not what I mean. I just hate mosquitoes. Like, mosquitoes are out there just to make people suffer. Didn't Singapore sell mosquitoes with genetically modified mosquitoes? Is that what happened? Any Singaporeans here can confirm? You guys just not get bit by mosquitoes? Potato, you're Singaporean, but you don't live in Singapore, so it doesn't count. Cellular division. No, there's a specific word for it. It's like what worms do when worms breed with themselves. Or like you can cut them up and then suddenly they become an entirely new being. I actively live in Singapore. What do you mean, Ark? Wait, what? I always thought you lived somewhere else. Oh no, I'm getting no, I'm getting those two mixed up. I'm getting Thailand and Singapore mixed up. You're right. Okay, fine. Okay. Biodiversity of the species would plummet and die from any new diseases. I'm fine if mosquitoes die off. I'm okay. We should have more honeybees and less mosquitoes. How about that? Or actually, no. What wouldn't we mind? Like, which species of bug wouldn't we mind having more of in replacement of mosquitoes? It was mitosis. Oh, okay. Sussy, hello. We're talking about butterflies drinking pee. No, we're not. We're talking about the extermination, the elimination of all mosquitoes on planet Earth. Because honestly, nobody likes mosquitoes. Nobody. I don't think the research is to exterminate, but something different. It's probably... No. Okay, what makes sense to me is if they were to take away the gene that makes them go for humans or people instead of other things. Amor, hello, welcome in. They're good as a food source for other stuff. So if you were to completely remove mosquitoes, you would the entire food chain would collapse. I don't believe it. Because I think that even if mosquitoes are part of the food chain, they could be replaced by another insect. Right? So like, instead of mosquitoes, what if we just have more, I don't know, butterflies or something? Small butterflies. You know those like white butterflies that fly around? And they're really nasty too. You think about it, like not butterflies, but mosquitoes in still water. Have you seen the mosquito larva? It's gross. They're friggin' disgusting. I'd rather see a caterpillar than a mosquito larvae, whatever it is, larvae, something like that. Nature hates a vacuum. There will always be something that could kill people. They've done studies of the environmental impact of eradicating mosquitoes, and they came to the conclusion that it wouldn't be huge. But then it became a moral debate. I don't care. We should kill them. I don't know. Can we... You're right. You're kind of right there. Ignore morality, kill them. It's kind of like... Humans radically changing ecosystems work had always been led to good things and no serious unintended sequences. When have we... Okay, no, you're right. We've eradicated the dodos. We've eradicated the... What are they called? The beluga whales? What's another one? The zebra-looking antelopes. The Irish wolves. The eradication of sparrows? What? There's no more sparrows in China? Wait, what happened? I thought they were like a very prominent bird, like a very common bird. You're right though, I haven't seen sparrows in China. Because you see sparrows in like a lot of Chinese artwork. They're just everywhere. Don't they use sparrow nest in some foods as well, where now it's banned? I need some tea, hold on. Hello, Tabasco. Welcome in. Let me blow my nose 1 second. No more sparrows? I'm not sure. I don't know. Pick an animal species and we've probably eradicated them or turned them endangered. Have you ever questioned that, like, you wonder how some species are still alive and haven't been eradicated? Do you know what I mean by this? Like, look at the koala, for instance. Look at the panda. Yeah, exactly. The panda. The koala is literally killing itself, and it's kind of stupid. It doesn't know how to eat. From what I learned from you guys, is that it doesn't know how to eat eucalyptus leaves without it being on a branch. And then we have the pandas, who are also idiots. It feels like they don't have survival instincts. Drop bear. I'm sorry, Clock, but I love bears. I know you hate them. I know you don't like them, but I like them. I don't think that on the daily you would encounter a bear and it will maul you and eat you. Right? And they are kind of cute. They're also very curious and they are very smart. I think they deserve to have a space on planet Earth. Not to say that, like, there's some animals who don't deserve the space, but still. But still, I feel like bears are... Like, we need them. We do need them. Pandas, for some reason, are hell-bent onto making themselves extinct. Yeah. It's a little unfortunate, too. I love pandas. They're kind of like my cats. I think if I were to, like, drop my cats out there on the streets, they would just, like, perish on the first day. I don't think they have any survival instincts at all. A drop... Are you talking about drop bears? Or are you saying drop bear? Drop the bears. Yeah, I have a Discord. I have a Discord in the chat commands are not working. My Discord, there's something happening on Discord right now. There is a new thread that I made yesterday for workstations, battle stations, and I'll be doing a room review on Wednesday. It should be under ship posts. Workstations. Yeah, workstations, battle stations, whatever you want to call it. Desk stations. Yeah, it's a room review. So I will be going over some people's rooms on Wednesday and we just talk about it. And then I judge you and I roast you alive. And it's an off topic. Battle stations, yeah. Have you not heard that term before? What is the pinned comment? What do you guys have there? Bug and preg. I didn't pin it, okay? You can blame the mod. Let me get a picture of Battleship Bridge. No, it's like a okay, so some people call their desk area a battle station. And some people like actively try to make their desk area look like a battle station. That's why it's called a battle station. Don't look at that. I already did. I actually can't see. I can't see pinned messages normally, so I would have to go on, like open up a web browser and type in twitch.tv and look at my chat in order to see pinned messages. I should be able to do it. Why? Why can't I? Hello, Hagen Dogs. I just joined, so can I get my baddie battle station reviewed? We're doing it on Wednesday, Hagen Dogs. Wednesday. It's just that you can submit your pictures on Discord for Wednesday. I'm giving you guys some time, some preparation time. If you guys need to clean up or anything. And also, if you don't feel like doing it, you don't have to as well. And also don't show personal information on your pictures. Because it will be shown on stream and everyone will see it. Right? So remember, there's no names, no faces, no personal information that you don't want to get public. You don't want to get doxxed. I can't send links or get the link. What do you mean? What are you talking about, Potato? Just go on Discord, go on under off topics, click on the thread icon at the very top. Or just go into announcements and I have a link in there. Gotta move my framed SIN card. What does that mean? Hagen Dogs. What is a framed SIN card? Oh, that SIN card. Okay, yeah. What? Wait, what? Now I have even more questions. Why did you frame it? No, don't put your government ID on the table. That is the worst possible option. I need to sit properly. How about we all just start doing that now? Thank you for the stretch and the hydrate. We should all start doing that. We should just start framing our government IDs on our walls. We should start framing our passports on the walls. We should write our names in black permanent marker on the wall. Yeah, and put our full addresses on display. Why not? Why are you zarking me? Why you... Zark! What does that mean? I have all my diplomas on the wall. Does it count? You know what? Sure. Sure, that counts. Take it off. Wait, that is kind of a doxing thing as well, because that means that I can see your name, I can see the school that you graduated from, and then I could like look at the address of where you live specifically. So no, don't do that. Yeah, blur them out. Put a sticker over it. Use a marker and just color over it or something. Draw a little happy face over everything. Close enough. I need to get into your little brains. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Maybe one day. I need to clean up before posting anything. I would love to see clean setups. I just want to make that clear. I know I did say that on Wednesday I might be roasting people, but at the same time I have expectations from you guys. Because I always talk about being responsible. I always talk about being organized. I always talk about, you know, adult responsibilities, right? I try to be a good role model. So I would be really happy if you guys took my words to heart and was like, maybe I should clean up my life as well. Unless your life was already cleaned up, then I like whatever, right? The Discord link is invalid, might be expired or something. Oh, hold on. Let me give you guys another one. Copy, paste. Asian mom-like expectations? No, they aren't as strict as that, because an Asian mom, whenever an Asian mom gets disappointed, she goes in a fit of rage, right? She like throws a tantrum. She gets really pissed off and really angry. And she won't stop yapping. But I'm not really like that. If anything, maybe I will be a little tiny bit disappointed, but I'm not going to voice it, right? I'm not going to be like, oh, you know, your disappointment to the family line. I will never say that. In fact, I would probably give you a benefit of the doubt. I'll be like, there's probably a reason why you haven't cleaned up. There's probably a reason why you live like this. And I will not question it, because some people are, you know, you guys all have your own problems as well. They gotta solve first. Prioritize. I do need to dust, keep things neat, but forget to dust. Me too. Me too. I'm just looking around. Actually, no, the last time I dusted was like 3 days ago, so it's still pretty dust free right now. Give 2 more years to Ark in human dragon years, and she'll say that. I am not, okay, even though I am a hag, I am not hag coded. Not yet. Anyways. I never want to become like a full-on 100% like Asian mom hag. I will never get there. This is why I keep saying I'm never going to, number one, okay, if I were to get married, I'm not gonna like do a whole wedding or anything either. I'm not gonna live in like the traditional, or I'm not gonna give myself the traditional like Asian wife, you know, stereotype type of lifestyle. In fact, I'm going into the lifestyle of being a cat lady, and I'm going to be a cat lady forever. Why do you think I have cats right now? Why do you think I live with cats? When I was 7, me and my brother recorded ourselves playing WWE. Didn't you say that like 3 times, Amber? It happens as cycle continues. There is no cycle. The cycle ends with me. It's just a straight line. Chinese weddings are so expensive. I was thinking that Chinese weddings are probably one of the cheapest ones, because all you really have to do is book out a restaurant as a venue, like an Asian restaurant, a Chinese restaurant. Like look for one with, you know, the backdrop of the phoenix and the dragon, and that's it. And then you just invite all your family members, and that's it. Like you don't need to have rehearsals. You don't have to really plan for catering. Not really, right? Like you just go for the set menu and be like, okay, that's it. Like I've seen weddings where it's like they gotta plan for the dessert table, they have to plan for the bar, they have to plan for like who eats what, like are there any vegetarians, are there any people who can't eat certain foods, because we all know that in a Chinese restaurant that you just order the combo for every single table and that's it. Good night. Due to time constraints, I can only watch reruns, but I always make sure to catch them. Goodbye, Dormant Owl. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good rest. I might have a Chinese wedding, to be honest. I'm sick. I actually have a friend who's like not Chinese, but his wife is, and he thought it would be like the funniest and coolest thing to have like a full-on Chinese wedding, right? And I've never experienced. Okay, the thing is, I know I've been to Chinese weddings, but they've always been like so, how do I say it, like underwhelming. Like you just go to a restaurant and you eat and that's it, right? But no, he was like, I'm going to have like a full lion dance. And I was like, what? Like they had like the whole tea ceremony, they had like the lion dance, they had, I don't remember what it was like a whole list. And he was showing me pictures and I was like, this is insane. This is a lot. I've never seen that in this day and age. Because usually everyone kind of just goes whatever, you know? Yeah, and like his family, there's like pictures of like him and his family as well. And I'm pretty sure his family was not used to like the entire culture of everything. So it was like a lot. There was like, they had to wear the Chinese outfits as well. The wedding outfits. He's in a very Chinese time of his life. He was. I think he was. It was really interesting. It was a wedding, but that felt like Chinese New Year's, because you usually get all of this stuff in Chinese New Year's, right? Like lion dance, the firecrackers, whatever it is. This happens on Chinese New Year and the hongbao. Yeah, and the hongbao, exactly. But it doesn't really happen for a wedding. Maybe in like very traditional weddings, like back in the day, a long time ago, but not in whatever like current age. Many greetings unto thee. I am the Lord of the Crickets. And unto thee I bestow you the blessings of mine, immortal fish, many blessings and farewell. Oh, farewell. Thank you for the blessing of the immortal fish. I will take it. How many are there in there? There are 9 fish. You gotta round it up. You gotta give me 10. Why 9 specifically? Okay, but 9 is a lucky number in some places. 9 is my favorite number. Because 9 can mean a lot of things. There's a lot of hidden meanings in the number 9. 669. Sorry. 3 is a good number. 3 is a good number as well. 9 and 3. 9 like in Blaze Blue. 9, I feel like 9 is probably a better number. Sorry, 3 is probably a better number than 9. Because if you rotate it 90 degrees, it becomes like part of the uwu face. And it's symmetrical. And it looks like an M. If you turn it the other way. Yeah, you get the colon 3. 9 sounds like Chinese for alcohol. Yeah, I mean, it does. It sounds like alcohol. It sounds like dog in Cantonese. It sounds like longevity as well. You know what's even better? 6, 7. You're right. But that's 2 numbers. It looks like booty cheeks. It looks like booty cheeks and it looks like boobs. It looks like a lot of things. Alright, am out. Goodbye, Azu. Or is it hello? Both of you. What does that mean? Both. Why am I dying? You're out because of the brain rot. Hey, I wasn't the one who mentioned 6, 7. I wasn't the one. I'm just reading chat. You can't blame me. You fueled it? No, I didn't. You even use the voice? What voice? I actually don't know what type of voice people use to say 6'7", just because I don't subject myself to brain rot half the time. I just know of it. I've actually never watched any shorts or TikToks or short form content with the 6'7" content. Like, I've never done it before. Now is the time to say, oh no, well, you started it, so I'm going to continue. Look what you've done. I'm kidding. Okay. I will stop. Thank you for the 9 fish again. Well, I was scrolling for the next person blessed with fish. I have overheard the foolishness of the numbers, and verily I art disgusted. I shall taketh my fish back. Farewell. Okay, goodbye. Bye, Rain. Enjoy your day. Thanks for, the temporary fish. Yahoo! A microlick. Hello. Welcome in. Is Echo working? Look at me, fishless. Echo's not working. I don't know how to bring up Echo, guys. Hold on. I will fix it for you. Where's Echo? Where's other Ark? Where did she go? Here she is. Do you know if I were to put her a little bit closer, we can kiss? Now she's too close. Now she keeps going away. Hold on. Okay, no, I have to like reset the position every time. That sucks. Never mind. No kissing thyself. Cut through my disgust, however. Lati beareth a mere single fish, and know his blessings the most utter minute amount. Thank you for the 1 fish. Echo's back. It was back for a short while. But the problem is right now is that I have moved everything onto another application, and that application is broken. I have broke it this morning. I broke it this morning due to the chat commands. So every time I launch it now, I'm just going to get an infinite amount of Discord links popping up in chat. Do you have any of the Arknights plushies? I do. I have the Dr. Rabbit one, and I have a Mia Rabbit. I have 2 rabbits. And I plan on stopping it there because I know that Arknights, unless you're talking about Enfield, but I know that Arknights is constantly releasing like rabbit plushies, and I don't want this to become a collection, because once I start adding another operator onto my plushie pile, I'm going to go, all right, now I've got to get all of them. Now I have to get every single one, or at least all my favorites. So I was like, let me just get the 2 main characters, which is Amia and Doctor, and I decided not to get Kelsit because I'm not really a Kelsit fan. I don't really like her that much. I will actually lurk now. Time for my daily dose of tragic Yuri. Goodbye. Enjoy Heaven Burns Red. I can't play that game on stream. I can't. Because I know if I were to play it, I would cry on stream. And then second of all, I stopped myself from playing it earlier when it first came out is because I'm sick and tired of high school girls. Like, I don't care anymore. They keep using the same trope over and over again. Give me something like Office Ladies or something. Like something that I can relate to, right? Like hags or something. Give me some old women. Not high school girls. I'm done with high school girls. I want to see Zark in a sailor outfit now? No, you don't. Yeah, Grandma Gotcha. That's what I want. Give me some good old Grandma Gotcha. Where everyone's like above 60. Like, I don't know, I get so jealous because I look at some boys love gacha, some BL gacha, and they've got old men in the BL gacha. In fact, they've got like old men bottoms. Like dudes with graying hair and beards. And they're like, yeah, this guy's a bottom. You have to gacha him though. Because he's part of the gacha game. And I'm like, what? Where's mine? Where's my old women, old men gacha? See, I'm not that much of a BL enjoyer or a fujoshi to like play a BL game. Because I don't really care for BL too much. Like, I enjoy BL only really for the story because I feel like a lot of BL stories are very well written. But I'm not there because of the boys' love. I'm there for like, you know, the romance. So, like, if the story was good, I'll be playing the BL game. But like, right now the story isn't really pulling me in. But the fact that they have like, yeah, like Silver Fox characters, I'm like, wait, what? I don't know. I just think we need more of it. Because now the 2D waifu market is a little bit saturated. We already have so much of it. It's like, if you just want to look for, I don't know, like a mommy with big tits, you could name like 10 of them. Or maybe more than 10 of them. You could name like 20 of them. If I could be like, you know what, you want to have, you know, a gacha character in a sailor uniform, you could probably find like another 20 of them. Like, there's just so many of them. I'm sick and tired. It's like fine, they're fine. Like, I don't have anything against it, but I'm just like, give me something a little bit different. Just give me something different, please. Isn't that just the MILF stuff or the mom stuff? No, when I mean like old women gacha, I literally mean like women who are like graying hair. They have gray hairs. Like they're actually old. Like they're in their 40s or their 50s. Because they always stop at 30 and they're like, you know, 30 is hag age. No. No, give me something beyond that, please. Zark, what is your favorite romance trope and cliche? Enemies to lovers and slow burn. Always. It always has to be enemies to lovers. Like, I don't care. If it's like fluffy, sure, whatever. I'll read it, maybe. I'll watch it, maybe. But it's always boring. It's too vanilla. You know what I mean? Like, anytime when it comes to any sort of media, if something is too vanilla, I tend to skip through it. I get bored. I need my drama. I need my angst. I need my like conflicting emotions. That's what gets it really exciting. They must hate each other. Exactly. Exactly. What went behind the designer of your VTuber outfit? It's very Arknights. That's your answer right there. It's Arknights. I'm an Arknights enjoyer, and so when I was designing myself, I was like, you know what? Let me just add a little bit of, you know, Arknights in here, because I love Arknights. Piranha, hello, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Vanilla feels forgettable. Yeah, I mean, there's some that are great. There's some like vanilla fluff that are great, but usually a lot of the times it's not really written well. Like, it seems to get to a point where the author doesn't really know what they're doing because there's nothing going on. Like, of course, you can have like 1 or 2 episodes or 1 or 2 chapters where like, you know, they're lovey-dovey and they're just doing like regular daily life stuff. But it kind of just... It's one of those things that where you sit on a toilet and you're like, let me just read something to pass the time, right? You're like, I'm taking a shit right now, but I need something to read. So it's like that. And you're like, okay, this is just gonna take 2 minutes because there's not much happening in this chapter. It's just gonna be like, you know, them baking a cake for each other or something like that. And you're like, oh, this is cute. And like, I move on with my day. And then it's not memorable. But when there's angst, when there's slow burn, when it gets really emotional, when there's like conflict, that's when I'm like, oh, I'm on the edge of my seat. I want to keep going. I will not be sitting on the toilet reading. I would be like, I don't know, sitting in the couch in my comfy blanket, right, with my coffee, like 3 cups of coffee, 3 cups of tea, because I'm gonna be sitting there for that long. I'm gonna need all of that. And I will need to sit there for an entire day just reading through everything because it's gonna be like a page turner for me. Love your art and streams, very comfy. Have a good stream. Thank you, Piranha. Thanks for hanging out. Too much caffeine? There's never too much caffeine. Never. Maybe one day I will have to cut down. But right now, I have embraced it. I have fully embraced my caffeine addiction. Because the last time I tried to quit, massive headaches. A headache for an entire day, or like more than an entire day. An entire 2 days. And I couldn't sleep as well because the headache just... It's not just a regular, you know, I feel numbing, or no, not numb, like a numbing pain on my head. It's a throbbing pain. Yeah, woo, caffeine! Don't completely stop reduce it, Ark. Just, don't completely stop, comma, reduce it, Ark. I think I should because... So, this wasn't the first or the last time. The most recent time I've tried to quit coffee wasn't the first time. The first time actually happened because it was purely, you know, not by choice. I had to visit my parents in Asia. So my parents are not coffee drinkers. In fact, when they drink coffee, they tend to not like the taste of coffee. So they would put a whole bunch of sugar and milk in it. Hello, Taffer. Hello, ferrets. Take a ferret. I will grab it and I will put it in my mouth. Not eat it, but you guys can stay in my mouth. Thank you very much for the ferret. Or the ferrets. Enjoy your stay. If you guys need to ride and run, feel free, by the way. We are just talking about my... the story of the first time I quit coffee. And so so imagine this, okay? You have a coffee addiction, and then you took a 16-hour plane ride all the way to the other side of the world. So now you're feeling completely jet lagged. And then now you don't have coffee either. So it's like you're lacking sleep, right? You're lacking coffee. You have constant headaches. And this lasts for an entire week. So after that, I was like, I ain't doing that again. I need to get my parents a coffee machine. Before I visit, I'm going to be like, I'm going to send something over. So I'm just going to buy something off like Taobao or something, which is like, you know, the Chinese Amazon. I'm just going to buy something off there and it's going to get delivered to your house. So by the time I arrive, that coffee machine is going to be sitting there waiting for me. Like I don't even need them to set it up for me. I don't need them to take it out of the box. I can do it myself. I'll just be like, just grab it and like bring it inside. And then once I get there, I'm going to set it up for myself. Just ingest sugar and only sugar. Ew, that is disgusting. So we got another coffee enjoyer here. Thank you, Taffer. I have backup. Someone who can defend me every time someone says, ew, our coffee's gross. I can be like, but no, Taffer also enjoys coffee. Yeah, coffee's great. I don't know, it keeps me awake. It keeps me focused. That's probably the worst way to approach coffee. Like, I shouldn't be relying on coffee for focus and attention and sleep. Or staying awake. Coffee, sugar is supreme. Everything with sugar is good. It tastes good, but then you also get a sugar addiction. Like, have you guys noticed that every time you have more sugar during the day, you get tired more easily? You get fatigue really easily, and you also get hungrier because the way that our bodies process sugar is different from other ingredients out there or other foods out there, where it takes a lot faster for our bodies to process sugar. And so because processing is faster, our bodies are like, now we crave more because we're done processing this. So give me something else to process. So now you're like, oh, okay, I'm hungry again. Let me eat more. And so it's a constant loop. You're stuck in a loop of like eating sugar and eating sugar and eating more sugar. I got orange chocolate coffee from a friend in Sweden. What? Orange chocolate coffee? What? I need that. I need my orange chocolate coffee. I love orange chocolate and I love coffee. And so if you were to combine them both, that's my heaven right there. Okay, hold on. Let me search this up. Can I find any orange chocolate coffee around? Wait, I can't. Wait, there is orange chocolate coffee. They have cups as well. They have the ones for Keurig. Okay, maybe I will be getting that soon. I just want to try it. I'm exploring, you know, the coffee flavors just a little bit more now because I'm kind of tired of my coffee flavors, the ones that I have. And my favorite is the raspberry chocolate coffee, but they only sell it on Christmas. And it's already over. Christmas has been over for a month now. Isn't sugar addictive? It is, yeah. It is addictive. And then once you have some sugar, like, you just... It's not to say you want more, but then you get accustomed to the amount of sugar level so that your body always needs the same amount of sugar levels. But if you were to cut down sugar... Have you guys tried this before? Cutting down sugar? Where after a while, like every time you eat something that is very sugary or something that's more sweet, it tastes terrible. Like, it tastes really bad. Because that's where I'm at right now, where if I eat anything that has too much sugar in it, like, I just reject it. My body's like, ew, this tastes nasty and I don't want it. Like, it feels like it's too much for me. So I can't drink Coke anymore. Coca-Cola. I can't drink Pepsi. I can't drink pop anymore because there's just... Like, I take one sip and my body's already like, no, that's enough. There used to be a type of coffee I'd buy in China that straight up tasted like blueberry, but I haven't been able to find an alternative since coming back to the US. The next time I take my China trip, I'm going to try looking for that. I need to find... Oh, I'm so excited. There's gonna be so much I want to do when I visit. I need to go to Shanghai. I need to see the Enfield Tower. I need to go to the Arknight's Enfield shops. There's just a lot. It would be really cool too if I could visit all of the Genshin spots. Because you guys know that like some of the areas in Genshin are based off places in China, and so they put a little statue, like a Genshin statue. You know the teleporting statue, the waypoints? They put a little waypoint rock statue at every... Is it rock? I'm not sure. At every place that they took inspiration from. There's an Enfield... Yeah, there's an Enfield Tower. It's like a small tower. It's not... You know the electricity... The power tower? Whatever it's called in Enfield? The power relay tower. Yeah, the relay tower. They have one of those in Shanghai. I wish I could tell you the name, but all I know is one of the Ethiopian origin. I will find it. I will find it. Thank you very much. That's a good clue, though. So all I need to do is go on Taobao and like search up Ethiopian blueberry coffee, and maybe I can find it. When I was 7, me and my brother... Amber, stop spamming it! Amber, you've said this like 100 times already. I'm gonna have to start timing you out. Grandia is the orange chocolate one. Grandia. I actually don't see it. When I search up Grandia, I find something else instead. I see like cornflakes. I say cereal. Is Grandia a cereal brand? I think it is. Because that's all I see. I didn't know that they made chocolate. Huh. I'm learning things. The Arvid Nordquist coffee. Grandia. Okay. Copy pasting this. Ooh, okay. Okay, thank you very much. This is... I think I can get it here. Oh, I can no, never mind. Currently unavailable. We don't know when this item's gonna be back in stock. Okay, I will just put it on my wish list for now. And maybe I can find it another time. I want to visit China, but I never traveled before, and going somewhere I don't know the language is extra scary. It honestly is, and especially because it's on the other side of the world as well. It's really far away. I think the first places to travel to would probably be like around your area, and then go to either, if you're in the UK, go to like North America or something, and vice versa. But at the same time, I'm like, there's nothing really to do here in NA. Have you checked the AK Enfield patch notes? No. I haven't. I'm probably going to take a look at it after the stream. I'm guessing QL changes. Are they going to finally put the weapon stuff in the weapon screen, like the weapon lore in the weapon screen, instead of having it on a completely different hidden screen? Going to a place like Shanghai or Beijing wouldn't be too bad as far as not knowing the language. I would recommend Shanghai. I wouldn't recommend Beijing because Beijing doesn't really... It's already at the peak of change. And in fact, I think there's still a lot of improvements to the city that they need to work on. But for Shanghai, there has been so many good changes. And it's easy to get around. It's probably the trade city of China, so there's a lot of English being used there. You can probably get around everywhere without knowing Chinese. I took a solo vacation to Kunming and that was tough. Yeah, Kunming is definitely difficult because it's not one of the major cities, right? It's not like Shanghai, Beijing, Shenzhen. Because those places are still probably okay. Shanghai, I would say, is probably the best one. The Four Forges of the Sky. Four Forges of the Sky. Four Forges of the Sky. Something along the lines of that. Wait, for Arknight's Enfield? Or Kunming? Which one? Hi from Suzhou. I'm right beside Shanghai. Oh, I haven't been to Suzhou. I do have a friend from there though. I don't think she's been back in a very long time though. Hello, Creeper. I hope you have a wonderful day filled with happiness. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you do as well. Happy Sunday. Happy first day of March. Never been to China, so I'm guessing you're talking about Enfield. Who knows? I wouldn't know. I'm just assuming. I can only assume. One day. I think I might take my vacation sometime. What is it? When is it? End of this year? Like, I'm hoping that I can move first and deal with all my moving situations before I go anywhere. If I still have the money to. Nice room you've got there. Thank you. I have to visit my family. I gotta visit my parents. It's been a while. They're always like, hey, Ark, when are you gonna come back? And I'm like, well, I'm moving and I don't know when I'm gonna move. And I can't just, like, dish this place yet. But maybe this year is the year. You know, for the backgrounds, I try to switch them up every so often. Because I'm afraid that you guys might get bored. Which one is your favorites, by the way? For people who've been here for a while now, we've got, like, the pee room, right? Which is, like, the classroom full of water. Water everywhere. It's raining through the ceiling. We've got this one. We've got the one night scene where it's, like, out in the streets. You like the flood one? I personally like the flood. We also got the train. The midnight train. The midnight train going anywhere. Arky's Chinese, yeah. No, in Tiendas. The what? Everyone has a translator here, so it's chill. I had a translator until today. I can't translate anything anymore. Yeah, it scares me. My translator is on a different application that I had to close because it's breaking down. I've seen 3 or 4, and this is my favorite one. This one. I like this one a lot too. It's very comfy. Very nature-esque. Also has a lot of, like, retro devices in the back. I've used this one for quite a bit, actually, before I decided to get a few new ones. And it's nice because it's like a very aesthetic clutter. That's the best way to describe it. An aesthetic clutter of different interests and hobbies. Is that a... No, that's just a controller. I'm like, is that like a fighting thing? A light box? Whatever it's called? But no, I don't think so. You want a room like this when you move out. I need one with a big window. It's really the window that sells it for me. And everything else... Okay, right now, okay. I'm looking at my current room that I have right now. And I like to set up my room similar to this, where it's like I have collections and clutter everywhere. Like, I bought an industrial lamp just to have that industrial look to it. With the aesthetic. Like, I have clutter everywhere, but it's all like a good clutter. And I also have fake plants everywhere because my cats tend to be, you know, they can't be around a lot of plants. It's bad for them. But one of my cats has started chewing on one of the leaves, the fake leaves, the plastic leaves, and now one of the leaves are full of holes. What makes the lamp industrial? So it is like a floodlight. Almost. It has wooden legs. It's a tripod. Okay. So it's like a tripod at the bottom. And then, you know those like stage lights? Like the spotlight stage lights? It's like that at the top. And it's got these flaps in front of the bulb. So you can move the light around. It's like one of those ones that you see in concerts and stage, like hanging at the top. Hanging at the top of the stage. Except mine isn't hanging on the top, it's on a tripod. It's on a wooden tripod. And you can also adjust the height of the tripod as well. I can make it higher or lower. I also have a hand model as well that's just sitting on my desk, a transparent hand model. I've got bamboo miniatures. I've got a Warhammer miniature here. I keep dropping things. I've got glass bottles everywhere as well for my pills. I don't like the look of the regular pill bottles, like the ones that it comes with, right? Like the plastic ones. I think they look pretty ugly, so I transferred everything over to glass bottles. Has merch of a Gooner game. I do, yeah, because the bamboos are really cute. See, it would make sense if like I had you can only say that if I have merch of like Jane Doe or something, which I don't, right? I have merch of Billy. I have like a Billy frame here, and I have the Starlight Nights poster, which is literally just a dude in a mask and a giant bug, right? A giant like green bug that he's fighting. So that's my Zen Zone Zero merch, and like little bamboos everywhere. I need a bamboo plushie. I have that as well. I have a bamboo plushie as well. I have the pilot one. The yellow pilot. He's still sitting inside his box right now just because the box itself is cute. And I'm like, I don't know if I just want to take him out or if I want to keep him in the box. But because he looks good in the box, I'm like, I might as well just do that. I'll keep him in there. Which is like a little bit different from Funko Pop. Or maybe it's the same. I don't know. I don't like Funko Pop boxes, but I like the Zen Zone Zero ones. I remember posting like about the bamboos in my friend Discord, right? And one of my friends is like, oh my god, that's so cute, where's it from? And I go, Zen Zone Zero, and immediately she just goes, ew. Oh, that's where it's from. No, she didn't say ew, she was like, oh, that's where it's from, ... Zen Zone Zero definitely is a type of game that you just play for the lulz. Like, there's not much deep things going on with that game, and plus it feels very like daily intensive, where it feels like they force you to go in just to play some like shitty mini game. It's not really that meaningful. So I haven't really been logging in. I was actually thinking about buying most of the Zenless movie posters and framing them. They look so good. They look so good. They come with a cardboard backing as well. Like, it's framed onto a cardboard backing. Like, it's got the holders on the corners, so it's not folded up. The Zone Zero combat idea was really cool, but my god, it became a chore between the Gooner and the daily stuff. Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what I heard. They're like, a lot of people, it seems like they don't really care too much about the mini games at all. Like, they just want, you know, they want more content outside of mini games. If anything, for me, I'm looking for a good story. But the problem with a lot of these stories, it seems like it's like written for a teenager, and I'm already way past that age. Right? I want something deep and meaningful and something that I can relate to. But Zen Zone Zero is anything but that. Like, it's the complete opposite. It seems like it's mostly just, you know, fun. Which I'm not really complaining about, because like it's nice to have like a fun story every so often. But I would like something that is a bit more serious and has like deeper, darker undertones. It's hard because you're right, like Arknights was my main game, so I can only compare games now to Arknights, because when you experience peak, you're like, well, I can't settle for anything less anymore. My expectations are like all the way up there. Have you tried Limbus Company? Yeah, I'm playing it currently. I'm streaming it. I am currently streaming Canto 9. Yeah, Limbus Company is good. Limbus Company is good. The writing is very different from Arknights, but like, I don't want to make it a comparison, right? I think it's a good difference. The fact that there's like something that also has dark, deep undertones, but it's like written very differently, is what I really needed. May I introduce her to Nier? I'm so sorry, but I got spoiled. I got near spoiled. I got near spoiled so hard. Because it was everywhere, first of all. And then my cousin was playing it. So I was hanging out with her. And she was like, I was like tuning in and out of her streams. So I got through most of the important parts. Have you done your homework yet, Ark? Like launch Limbus Company and do the dailies? I have. Yesterday. I didn't do anything today just because I just woke up and I started streaming. Hello, Hinakiku. Welcome in. I hear good things about Limbus story. Yes, it's very good. If you ever want a gacha game with a good story, Limbus Company is one of them. It's like what Az was saying as well recently is that Heaven Burns Red also has really good story. I've heard good things about that, but I can't bring myself to play it. You most likely got spoiled for Automata and there's other games in the series. Oh! Yeah, no, you're right. No, it was Automata. Automata? Well, how do you guys pronounce it? But yeah, I got really spoiled. I got spoiled for Automata. It'd be fun to see it go through Nikki's story. It would be mild torture. It is mild torture. I can't do it with that game anymore, guys. Like, the other thing too is that it's okay, I've never voiced this before, but like my other reason is because what's his name? Hyung Tae Kim used to be one of my favorite artists ever because like he used to do Blade and Soul and I was like really into Blade and Soul, right? I loved his concept work. I love his character designs. And then he just like went ahead and was like, you know what? Screw art. I'm just gonna use AI for everything. Right? And like my what's it called? My impression of him just went like all the way down. He joined the dark side, yeah. Ads ain't for me. Thank you for the sub. We gotta switch that up. Gotta make it so that ads shouldn't be an option on streams because to be quite honest and transparent with you guys, I don't get anything from ads. Like I barely get any ad money. It's like I get $2 per month and I'm like, what am I gonna do with that? I'd rather just turn it off completely. Please let me turn it off. But I can't. I got clipped in my friend's quotes, you either protect the earth or become the fertilizer that feeds it. That is one way to put it. That's true. That's kind of like saying, what's the one villain quote? Like live long enough to become a villain or something? It's mostly a joke. I'm enjoying the chat and like the stuff you're talking about. Aw, thanks. Appreciate it. I did say I was having a shorter stream today though, so I'm sorry for like new people coming in. I usually stream for 3 hours. I try to stream for 3 hours, at least 3 hours every day. But today I've got a lot of stuff I gotta finish, so it's I might end it at like in half an hour. Die here or live long enough to become a villain. That's what it is. That's the one. Don't die in Ark's chat. Hello, hero. No, that was a hero. That was not hello. Yeah, don't die in my chat, please. 'Cause I wouldn't know what to do. I honestly wouldn't know what to do. I'd be like, do I call the paramedics for you? Like what's going on? What's going on? If anything, I would just freak out, panic, and be like, all right, you get banned. Run away from the problems. How about I just run away from the problems? I can fix it. What are you gonna do, Clock? What would you do in this situation? Someone is like, okay, someone's having, for example, someone is experiencing something in chat. I'm not gonna go into the specifics because I don't want to jinx it and I don't want this to happen to any of you guys here. But what if something were to happen and then for some reason one of you guys thought it was appropriate to be in the chat and be like, to go into the chat and be like, hey guys, I don't know, I'm about to get murdered right now, for instance. Like, Clock, are you gonna run over and give them CPR? Is that what you're gonna do? Like, I honestly wouldn't know what to do. I'd probably panic and freak out and be like, is there anybody around? Like, you would have to walk me through. Actually, no, maybe it would help because then you could be like the guy on the phone, right? That's like trying to calm down the other person. So it would be like, you know what, breathe in and out. Like but I'm not trained for this. So I honestly wouldn't know what to say. If that happens, you have my permission to dox me. It's funny because that is hilarious because I do know where some of you guys are. Kind of. Are your streams typically in this time slot? Yes, every single day at the exact same time. 9:30 a.m. EST. Sorry, 9 a.m. EST because we moved it 1 or half an hour earlier. And the reason why I moved it half an hour earlier is just so that I can get some extra time for the games that I'm playing and then extra time to chat with you guys before I start a game. If I perish in chat, you all RP surround me like a loving family. How about we do it like The Sims, right? We all crowd around you, we start screaming, but nobody calls the cops, and nobody calls the ambulance, and nobody calls the paramedics, and we're just like screaming. And then after all that's over, we just walk away like nothing happened. Good night, Potato. You get an okay night? You're not gonna wish the streamer a good night? How dare you? Why? Why do you hate me so much? Goodbye. Ciao. Ciao. See ya. One of you dresses up as a Grim Reaper. Yeah, and that too. I'm gonna volunteer. I'm first, by the way. I volunteer as the Grim Reaper. You know, don't you guys find this really funny? Is that when someone dies, like, they turn into a urn or an urn, an urn. How do you pronounce that word in Sims? And then it just lies there, like it doesn't move, like it's just on the floor, and then nobody pays attention to it. No, sometimes you get some NPCs or other Sims characters walking around it, then they start crying, and then they just move on with their day. I'm breaking this hand model apart. What is happening? Don't you hate it when a sneeze comes and you can't, it just doesn't come out? No, I'm not good. I'm congested. I'm having allergies. And my body's like, yeah, you're not allowed to sneeze now. Try looking at the light. It's already gone, it's passed. Thought you were yawning? No. That was like a sneeze that shit isn't coming out. I'm never good. There's always something happening with me. There's always something going on. I just try to make things better, that's all. I also just start crying and then walk away. I'm a dead body. One day I'm gonna like go back into playing The Sims. Actually, no, never mind. I don't think I'm ever going to have like to go back into Sims. It has traumatized me too much. The way that they release the packs, the fact that you have to spend, what is it, $1,000 to get every single bundle and every single DLC. But the problem with that is that we're never getting a competitor for Sims. Like, we just have no competitor, no Sims competitor. And we all thought Inzoi was going to be the Sims competitor, but it's not there yet. Like, they're still missing a lot of features. It's still in alpha. There's a lot of things that people aren't satisfied about with the game. Nanami, hello! Welcome in. And so, I am going to have to, like, either not play Sims ever again, or I just have to deal with whatever's already out there in the market. Peculiar slice of bread, hello. There was one that a lot of people were talking about. I think it was called P. It started with a P. What is it? Sims. I'm gonna search up Sims 4 competitor. Paralives. It entered early access in 2025, but I never heard about it. Never mind. What? Hey, how about I just don't read the AI overview? There's Paralives, there's Life by You, there's Enjoy. But like nobody's really talked about it anymore. I don't know. Not sure what's going on with it. What about Tamagotchi Life? It is like a Sims game, but it doesn't really feel like Sims 4, you know what I mean? Like it has the dollhouse aspect in the genre of the game, but you're still limited to certain things. Are you guys gonna play Tamagotchi Life? The one that comes out? The next one coming out soon? Isn't Enjoy the game where you dox yourself without doxing yourself? What do you mean by that? Oh, like making the model look like you. I wouldn't call that doxing, but yes. You can make, yeah, you can absolutely make a model that looks like you. But there's a lot of games out there that are like that now. Like Where Winds Meet. I think Black Desert, when it first came out, had one of the best customization of all games. And now it seems like it's almost a benchmark. To be fair, nobody's gonna know that it looks like you in real life. I started Final Fantasy XIV, you e-date, you make 100-page Google Docs when you break up. What kind of community are you in, Farfetch? I've been playing that game for like 8 years. But you're right about the e-dating. You are completely right about the e-dating. It feels like every cat girl is trying to like hook up with each other. Not the auras. Not the... Okay, it's the cat boys, cat girls, and the bun boys. The horniest of the bunch. Didn't get a gambling ad and that's a win in my book. Heck yeah. No more gambling addiction for you. There's Final Fantasy XIV Tinder now. What? Wait, hold on. What do you mean there's a Final Fantasy XIV Tinder? Is that real? I'm just looking at the pictures. It's called Mog Love. What? You're kidding me. Okay, people are talking about it on Twitter as well. What? There's two? Mog Love is a new one. What? Final Fantasy now is a dating site? I guess so. There's 69 Inder. How do I pronounce that? What a great name. For FF14, I need to search this up. I'm so curious. I'm never gonna use it, but what? I'm not really seeing much. I guess people weren't really talking about it as much as like Mog Love or something. Mog Love is not on my... I hate the fact that it's called Mog Love because I get why they call it Mog Love. I understand. Because Mog is a Final Fantasy term. But at the same time, Mog now has a completely different meaning. Mog now means something else in like brain rot language. So when you call it Mog Love, I just go, really? You're gonna name it Mog Love and not something else? Get mogged on Mog Love. Yeah, I love Final Fantasy XIV e-dating, is great. Though I did hear about successes. Like, I did hear about stories where people were like, oh yeah, I met my hubby on Final Fantasy 14. And now we're married, and now we have kids. But that could never be me. I have met a lot of friends, though, through Final Fantasy. I met a lot of people through Final Fantasy. I feel like maybe a majority of my friends, like a good majority of my friends, play Final Fantasy still. I have unsubscribed a long time ago. I might resubscribe once a new expansion comes out, but I'm taking a break because this feels like a Realm Reborn all over again, you know what I mean? Like, they had the whole 10 years for the previous arc, and now they're like, okay, we're going to start over, we're going to have a whole new arc, a whole new story now, but it's still in the introduction, in the beginning of it, and so I'm going to let it sit, and I'm going to let it marinate. Multiplayer online game means MOG. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Well, I guess it has multiple meanings now, but the one that stands out to me most is like mogging. The brain rot term. The trick is not to search for love there, it's to make friends and let the friends to lovers happen. Like everyone's favorite trope. That is usually what happens. Even though I did hear about successes in the e-dating scene, I've also heard about horror stories. And that's probably the part that we're talking about with the 100-page Google Docs, right? Like, I don't see a reason to put out your experiences of your failed relationship on the internet for a person that nobody knows about anyway. I don't see a point. It's kind of like dating in real life, and like suddenly you break up with this one guy and then you're like, let me just write 100-page Google Docs and put it on LinkedIn. Like, what? You're feeding, I understand where you'd be like feeding the drama enjoyers, right? For people who want the tea, but like outside of that, like nobody knows who this person is. And probably nobody would know who this person was until like after reading the Google Docs. You're making your whole love life into a spectacle. And then everybody's gonna remember you as the person who uploaded the Google Doc. Like nobody's gonna remember you for like any of your other achievements or your life or anything else. They're just gonna remember you for the Google Docs. And do you really want to be tied to that? No, I don't really think so. Twitch chat is wrong. You gotta make enemies in MMOs and get the enemies to lovers route. That's the best. That is the best ever. No, you know what's... It's hard to make enemies in Final Fantasy 14. Maybe you can, right? But the best place for it is freaking League of Legends. You have to... Oh my god. Okay, god, any fanfic writers here, please write me a fanfic for League of Legends enemies to lovers. I will love you forever. It would be so great. It would be the best. It would be the best thing I've ever read just because it's realistic and you'd be like, yeah, I can see this happening, right? Like, don't tell me you guys don't fantasize about a story like that where like two people playing League of Legends like hate each other. They're teammates, by the way, right? We got the AD carry, we got the support, and they hate each other's guts. And then at the end, they like somehow make it work. And it's really going to be like enemies to lovers. Oh my god, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be so good. Super Tin, welcome and thank you for the follow. The bane of everyone's reputation to Google Docs. Yeah, I don't bother reading those anymore because I'm like, why am I... Or like, I actually, no, I've never even read any of them because I take a look at it and I'm like, this is like, even if it's like 10 pages long, and I'm like, why would I waste my time reading 10 pages of like drama that that has nothing to do with me, right? I don't know these people. Heated Rivalry, League of Legends version. Is that what happens in Heated Rivalry? Is anybody watching Heated Rivalry right now? Like, I need to know what it's about because the only thing I know about the show is that there's two dudes and they fall in love. Cookie Kozume, hello, welcome in. It's hockey yaoi smut. Is it really hockey? I thought it was like figure skating. Oh my god. That's why people are really into it. That's why all the girls are talking about it. That's why everyone's watching Heated Rivalry. 10 pages? I thought they were 500. Usually they're 500, but I'm just saying, even if it was 10 pages, I still wouldn't read it. Even if it was like 2 pages, I'd be like, no, I'm good. It's hockey. At first, I thought it was figure skating because I'm like, oh, that's a really pretty sport. But if it's hockey, it makes it even better because you don't really expect it. You don't expect hockey yaoi. You really don't. Hockey BL? Okay, figure skating yaoi is used everywhere. It's so commonly used to the point where it's like, okay, like that's to be expected. Which is probably why I thought about figure skating because I'm like, I see it a lot. You can take the guy out of the high school, but you can't take the high school drama out of the guy. One day, they will grow out of it. The moment they hit a certain age, it's like all of the drama just gets sucked out of their being. It no longer exists. Yeah, Yuri on Ice, but hockey. I'm going to assume that it's going to be like more... like... Okay, the thing with Yuri on Ice, this is the point I try to make, is that Yuri on Ice feels like it's made for a certain target audience in mind, right? And the characters themselves are a little bit more on the effeminate side, right? Whereas when I think of hockey, I think of like 2 bros going at it. And I'm like, that is the literal definition of, you know, no homo. But now we're sucking each other off, kind of thing. And like, that's what I'm there for. Anyways, I've gone on for too long. I have to stop. I need to stop here. Okay, you know what? This is a good like part to end stream because I feel like I'm just gonna start going on a tangent and I'm gonna spiral into the hidden Fujoshi part of my brain, which I haven't tapped into for a very long time. Like, you guys know I'm not really that into BL, but like when you guys get me started on this topic, I would like not stop talking about it. And I think I really need to stop talking about it. But right now, the only thing in my head right now is hockey gay sex. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I will see you guys tomorrow. Actually, yeah, maybe. I was thinking of taking a break tomorrow. I might actually take a break tomorrow, guys. I'm gonna take a break tomorrow because I have work to catch up on. I don't know if today is gonna be enough for me. So I apologize for everyone who was like, yeah, I stream every day. This is a very rare occurrence for me where I am taking a break from streaming tomorrow, and then I will be back on Tuesday for some Stardew Valley. So I can catch up on work, finish some projects, record things, finish some commissions. Finally a rest day. Breaks are good. Yeah, like you guys have been telling me to take breaks often and I'm like, but this is like my full-time job. But if there's something I have to complete, something I have to do, I guess I can, you know, I'll put streaming aside for like one single day. Please sleep at least 6 hours. How did you know I didn't sleep 6 hours last night? I slept for 5. Yesterday was a lot, guys. Clock would know. 2 of my Oshis graduated, so I'm still like somewhere deep in the corner crying about it, right? And then the other thing was one of my and I'm like, I can't miss their last stream ever. I can't miss their last streams. So I was like, I'll put work aside. I'll put work aside there and let me just watch their final streams and then cry about it. And then yeah, I'll work on stuff today. But it also meant that I had to push work aside and ended up working a little bit later. I'm not gonna blame my Oshis for that, of course, but like that's the reason. That's the reason why I need to take a small break to catch up on stuff. It gave me insomnia for a week. Oh my god. I've been in their communities for a really long time, so I'm still a little bit down. They sang Saikai, I had to walk away. I was like, I was bawling. I was bawling on like Fly My Wings at the end. They had a whole Millie concert, and I was like, I need to be there. Okay, well, goodbye, guys. Enjoy your Sunday. Enjoy your Monday as well. Enjoy the first day of March. I will be around. I will be around on Discord, and I will be around on Twitter, just like doing my daily 20 posts or whatever it is. My daily shower thoughts. My daily art will be posted on Twitter, and now Singing March will be up there as well. Some short covers. Well, goodbye. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I will see you guys. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Take care.